Okay, so you guys want to live off grid, okay? Well, let's talk about that. Oh, it's a nice, beautiful 28 degrees and sunny, slight breeze. Feels like about 18 degrees out here. But yes, living off grid. Now, here's an update. The people I contacted about the water, they have not contacted me back, and it's been 2 weeks. So one of my missions today is to go harass them and find out what the hell is going on. You know, maybe I'm not important. I'm not important enough for them to even give me a call back. That's a crying shame. But anyway, good morning. Damn, it's cold out here. I'm at the off-grid farm, as you can tell. But I've had a lot of, here's a topic of conversation on the internet, as people are starting to realize that the school system, working 40 hours a week, driving to work, living in a box, basically working inside a box 40, 50 hours a week, and then driving home just to get a check, just so you can pay taxes. There's a lot of people, they're not going along with that program, okay? But if you decide that you want to try something different and venture out, I would suggest very highly do it, because, I did it. I'm not 100% off grid, but the one thing I am is I've got plan B. As you can tell, just everything you see around me has been a 10-year process. And officially today is my birthday, December 3rd, 1957. I was born. That's right. That makes me 67 years old today. That's right. And it's all good, baby. I feel good. I'm healthy. I'm alert. And to all those guys on my channel that are not having, let's say, have some health problems. I know a couple of my subscribers, we've reached out to each other, and you guys tell me about the stuff you're going through. And I do really appreciate that too, because I know dealing with cancer and other kind of health problems, diabetes, just getting old, man. Getting old sucks, you know what I'm saying? That's just the way it is. We don't want to think about it, but then one day we have to think about it. That's what it's all about. But anyway, the old yard art and the compound, everything's looking good, man. Cold, nice clear skies. There's no chemtrails anywhere. But that's unusual too, because usually there's a shitload of those. But let's go see. This is what it's going to take to be off grid. First off, you got to find some remote land or undeveloped land. That's kind of number one. You got to get the land, and you got to be able to say, okay, how much infrastructure do I want to put up here? Now, the way I've got this place set up, I'm running strictly everything off a generator. No solar, no power, no nothing from any other sources, strictly generator, okay? There's my noisemaker. There's my heater. And I will say, it is actually warm in here. And what I'm doing is I'm already collecting another stack of lumber so I can start building the inside of this. You know what I noticed? One of my lights is out. Uh-oh. Well, I think that's what it is. Aha! Okay. So you see my workstation. And I want to build in here. And that's what I'm doing, just collecting more lumber. I'm finding deals on lumber everywhere. Any place I can find a deal, I bring it in here, and then I'll use it eventually. I know it's loud in here, man. America, America. Oh yeah. American flag, baby. Okay. Also, too, I went to the hospital yesterday because yesterday was the official day for the tree lighting ceremony, or the lights, the Christmas lights, have to go on the day or the weekend after Thanksgiving. So I went out there, and thank God I did, because I had one tree or one holly that the lights burned out. They just weren't working. And when they were doing all the time, setting all the timers, I was out there and they said, "Hey, Tom, check it out, man. One of the trees, one of the light strands is not working. Why don't you take care of it?" So that was good due diligence, following up on my work. And there was an issue, and I was there at the right time, right place to take care of the issue, especially when the big boss man was there. But I got off that rot job, and of course, I'm starting to pull all the tools out of here, put them in the shipping container. That's my job today. Go ahead and clean this thing out. And another thing I've got to clean out, I want to show you something. And this is kind of a shame, and this is really my fault. I bought a whole bunch of heart pine lumber 5 years ago. And unfortunately, I left this shit outside, man. This is those big boards, man. Those true 2x6s. Man, they're all rotted. Every one of them. They're shot, man. Just absolutely shot. You know, I could probably cut some of it up and still get some short boards out of it. But it's pretty much, it's toast. These are toast. I'm going to take them to the dump. It's a damn shame too, man. And I stored one in here that I knew was good, but in reality, it could be saved, but it's still in bad shape too. Man. But this was the other stuff that I had. These plank boards, and let me tell you, I'm glad I put this stuff up, because this now will stay forever. This plank board. This wood here is just absolutely stunning, gorgeous, man. 100-year-old stuff. But I'm kind of sorry I let this stuff go. But anyway, let's get back to the off-grid thing. Now, the big thing is, when you're off-grid, that you got to provide everything for yourself. You got to bring in everything. There's no, like water, sewer. I got the outhouse. I got the redneck shitter. So anyway, but this is how you set this up. Okay, just an inverter. Let's go in a little house. Oh man, it's nice in here. I wonder what's going on. Oh, I know what's going on. I've got the lights on, and the big buddy heater. Now the fan doesn't work because these damn D batteries, they've been sitting here too long. I tried them all. They're not working. They're all dead. So there's not much I can do with these. Just go out and get some more. But man, that puts out some heat. Beautiful. See? Your off-grid apartment. Now, if you had to wing it, and you had to stay out here, now the big thing is when you start running stuff like microwaves and hot plates, you're going to have to be real careful, because Oh, I even got the air conditioner on. Let's cut that off. Let's see. Off. Okay, I didn't realize I had the damn air conditioner on. Shit. Okay, well, that's all save a little bit of power too. But that inverter, think about it this way: 2 lights, 3 lights, an air conditioner is running off an inverter, okay? And it's supplied, and it's only a 110 inverter. There's nothing special about it. And then this is how I got this thing set up. And it works. I mean, you know, if I wanted to... Sorry, this camera, man. I'm still getting used to this iPhone 16 Pro Max. It's got this little stupid button on the side, and I got to keep my finger away from it because what it'll do, it'll shut the video off and takes a picture. It's just some stupid little feature they got on there. I don't know why they did that, but anyway. But the tiny house here has been here. I bought the shell. What was it? 6, 7? I think 7 years ago, I believe. I did a big video series of me being out at this estate sale where they had 3 of these buildings. This is the largest one you can buy. This is a 14 by 28, 392 square feet. So it's the largest building you can legally move down the interstate without having special permits. Okay, that's kind of the deal. And remember, if you build a place like this and it's under 400 square feet, that's kind of the magic number. I don't know if it's 399 or 400 is when they now then do not consider this a shed. And this is classified as a shed because of the square footage on it, okay? That's the real deal behind these small house, tiny house concepts comes to property taxes, okay? Property taxes, how they rate these buildings or how they rate these sheds and, you know, dwellings, temporary or whatever, you know, this is not on permanent foundation. So there's another thing too. You got to look at a lot of variables. Oh yeah, all bundled up, man. Freaking the winter. But you got to look at all the different variables when it comes to how much money you want to spend and how much regulation and, you know, zoning that you want to get yourself involved in and truly say that you're off grid. Because a lot of people think, oh yeah, put a shipping container, you know, build you a little outhouse kind of situation, a couple little outbuildings, you know, and hook up solar. Let's talk about solar real quick. Solar is too expensive. And I know a lot of you guys will have your own opinions on this one. But solar, in my opinion, to run something like this, the initial cost factor and the battery storage capacity that you have to have, the maintenance and all the equipment, the upfront cost, and the amount of panels and wattage that you're trying to capture and store, and, you know, and batteries and lithium-ion batteries, whatever, even if you get the Tesla battery, if you start getting involved in that kind of upfront cost, then you have to ask yourself, what's going to be the output? Once it's all installed, it's all paid for, how much output, how much storage capacity, power you can use? Can you run a refrigerator? Can you run a microwave? Can you run a TV? Can you run internal heat? You know, air conditioning. You got to look at all the loads that you're going to be creating on your battery source. And if you don't have enough capacity to recharge and store energy, then you're not going to be able to run the compliances on a daily basis. That's kind of the way I view this whole thing with solar. That's why I don't have solar out here. I don't think it's cost effective. In the big scheme of things, I do not think it's cost effective. So, and then what? Yeah, build a bunch of panels on top of the roof, or, build a panel array out here. No, that's just, it's unsightly. I'm not going to do it. So for me to come out here and actually live full time, first off, I could do it. There's no doubt I can do it. But there are some inconveniences. The water. The water is the inconvenience. And like I said, these people haven't called me in 2 weeks, so I don't know what's up with them. But I'm going to go down there. They're about 8 miles away from here, their office. And after I wrap up here, I'm going to go there and find out what's up. What, you don't want to help a brother out? Is that what's going on? And again, guys, thanks for being on my channel. This 10-year journey with YouTube, actually now I've been on YouTube more than 10 years, because I've had this place now officially 10 years. And I was doing YouTube way before I found this place. So I think I've been on YouTube 12 years. I can go back to my original video, Mr. Fix All, the beginning, when I put that very, very first video out there when I was at my old shop in Raleigh. So I can look at that one, and there's a timestamp on it. But anyway. But yeah, and all the people that are having, that have health problems, that get inspiration from my videos, because, I'm a pretty motivated guy. I like to constantly be doing something, building something, going somewhere, buying something cheap, selling it, reselling it. Like with all the toys I've had throughout the years up here, all the different projects I've done, the bulldozer, let me just say this, that was the biggest mistake I've ever made. Now, I'll say this though, it did clear this land. That bulldozer helped me a big time clearing this land. Because in the very beginning, I had that old shed, that old barn down there that I had to burn in place. And all those big ass undergrowth trees, and that bulldozer pushed all that stuff around, and especially in the back when I had to put all those stuff in the holes, and I buried all that construction debris. Believe me, that bulldozer came in very valuable. But when I went to sell it, it didn't bring that much money. But everything else I've made money on. Okay, so I'm pretty happy about that. I made a lot of money on the boat. I made a lot of money on the dump truck. I made money on the tractor, and I also made money on the Ford, the Mercedes-Benz Sprinter, just the motorcycle at the BMW I had. I made money on it. So really, in reality, I've always been that way. I'll buy something, use it for a little while, fix it up, do a few things to it, keep it a couple years, and sell it, and then go out and try to look for something else. I just like flipping shit that way. That's just kind of my thing, okay? But again, for everybody on my channel that gets inspired by seeing the things that I do, thank you very much. I appreciate you very, very much. I do. And this is what keeps inspiring me to bring content, because you know what, with YouTube, let me just be honest. When it comes to money, yeah, I make a check every month, but it ain't a lot. It ain't a lot. Not for being on YouTube for over almost 12 years. Now I have at one time have made some pretty big money with YouTube when I had some viral videos. When I had some videos go viral, I make a lot of money, especially about that old house over there. That one there made me a lot of money with 2 videos. I did actually 3 videos. 2 went viral. And then the boat ramp, that one went viral. And a bunch of other ones, the painters and the tapers and the freehanders. That whole series went viral. And that's where I got the majority of the subscriber base. You guys jump aboard this channel. Because how I always, I got a couple guys say, oh, you're always whining and bitching about everything. I do. I whine and bitch about everything. That's my personality. What can I tell you? If I sat around every day and said, oh, everything is wonderful, yeah, bullshit. It's not. It is. It really is, though. But I like to whine and complain. It's called drama, baby. You gotta have some drama. That's what these videos are about. If there's not some conspiracy theory or some drama, it's boring. So, what can I tell you? All right, long enough video. Talk too much. I'm always talking too damn much. But anyway, it's like I got something to say, but in the end, it's really up to you guys. If you find any value, any value whatsoever in the content that I put out there all the time. Well, you guys know what to do. I'm out of here on another wonderful cold ass day here in Harder, North Carolina. You know what to do. Talk to you tonight.